Yo, what's up, YouTube? We Money Turbo-Chimp here today, and today I'm gonna be reacting to the new Spider-Man versus Deku Death Battle. Oh my gosh, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hyped up for this. But before we get into it, I gotta thank you guys for the 100 subs. And what I gotta say is, we continue to grow as a community, and this channel continues to grow. And my next milestone is 300 subs. Yeah, I know, it's pretty far fetched, pretty out there, but I think I think we can make it happen. So, if you are watching this, make sure to hit that sub button and make sure to like. But let me stop wasting time. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. I can't, like, bro. I heard Death Battle put in a lot of work into this too, so I really want to watch this. Like, I heard the animation's top tier. I heard, I mean,
It's better
I
than
don't know.
Bowser.
Yeah, I heard it's better. Yeah, I heard someone's told me that it's animated by the same guy. Also, we got a special guest.
JJ.
That's my little brother.
Ow.
I'll make sure to check out his channel so, but you don't have to.
And subscribe to my channel or else.
All right, shut up. But let's go ahead and let's actually get into it though. Bro, that really looks fire, bro.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Oh, bro.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
That looks like
and
it's
it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skill.
And then look, I'm seeing how they like. Plus, another thing people say is that that Deku Miles powers are similar, which is really true. Because I remember watching it for the first My Hero Academia. I'm like, yo, his powers look like Spider-Man's powers. Like, I know My Hero Academia was based off inspired by the American comics, so like it's not too far fetched out there. Like All Might's kind of like Superman in a way too and stuff. So
To find out who would win a death battle.
I don't know.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was
What
bitten
is
by
this
a
editing? Hold
radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man. A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy. But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead...
Alright, guys, we have to give Death Battle their props for this editing they got. Cause that's low-key fire. This video low-key like almost 20 minutes long though, so I'm not gonna lie, this video's probably not gonna get edited because I can't afford it. Because I don't have enough space, but
Wait, they showed Miles though, they showed Miles, but it says Spider-Man versus Deku.
yeah, but they're going over their like origins and their powers and stuff. And before you get to Miles, you have to go to Spider-Man, because Miles is Spider-Man. So they have to go from Spider-Man. Like they gotta explain his origin and stuff. Now I'm guessing they're doing this based off the Across the Spider-Verse Miles too.
And Into the Spider-Verse.
Got iced on the job. The city was left without its protector.
Yeah, look, see, they're basing it off that version.
Peter wasn't the
But I
only
think they
one
might go
who
off
got
comics too,
bit.
though. I don't know.
Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now he had it thrust upon him. The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was
real name Miles Morales. You already know that. I didn't know he was 17 though. He's 5'8". Hold on, that's low-key kind of tall. I mean, that's not because of the spider powers though. We all know he's a graffiti artist. I don't know what a Herald of a Nazi is. I think that's like some African god, I think, or something. I think I heard of it in like Static Shock. Then teams, champions, ultimates, Avengers. I don't know what champions or ultimates are. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't know. I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball Z and JoJo and Naruto are not canon in their universe.
Yeah, they are. Remember?
No, they're not.
When he found all 7 of the Dragon Balls, and then Goku came to try stealing them.
All right, bro.
Don't remember that in the movie?
I mean, if Miles was here, it probably would be canon because Miles low-key is kind of a nerd, I think. But I don't know. And we all know he likes going canon events. He hates canon events, obviously. GameSpot. I don't know why you'd hate GameSpot. That place is fire. I mean, I haven't went there in a while, but it's pretty cool. And then Paul. Everyone hate. We all hate Paul. We all hate Paul. We all hate Paul.
I would hate canon events.
It was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out. This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his...
Is the Oz form like a thing that all the spiders had? That, like all the spider
Remember,
people?
there's like a guy named Oscorp. Oscorp, remember that?
Oh yeah, that's what they talking about. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
body's electron attraction to
All right.
Well,
That
we
makes
don't
sense.
need a feet pick.
Yo. Oh my gosh. But all right, yeah. So that makes sense. All right. I don't know why I was gonna say something.
crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him...
When did he get that,
Comics.
bro? What the fuck? Yo, that's not fair.
see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without
Spiders
their
don't have
web
that.
shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May,
his
these
spider
webs
was
have all sorts of
different. It was like
applications
Tesla.
between swinging, grabbing,
Y'all
restraining,
know the spider powers.
projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle?
Yeah,
His family
the
dinner
pilot.
so awkward. All that trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents. Better yet,
Oh,
loving
yeah.
parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped
I'ma
that this
do my own
particular
thing.
spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys.
Yeah,
Come on, Spidey.
I always thought it was weird that they called it Venom. I'm like, I thought that was only in the game, but I guess it's an actual thing. That's so weird though. Why would they call it Venom? I guess like because spiders have the venom, but like I feel like that's also a Spider-Man villain. So like
It's
That
called
was
spider
weird.
venom. Or spider poison.
they should have just called it like Shockers. I don't know.
Branding is important.
I know.
Miles
Like
can
there would be.
harness
I know
his
there's a
own
better
bioelectric
name.
energy
There's
and
a better
weaponize
name
it,
out there. I
which
know.
is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff.
He
Like
can?
biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider?
When?
They're just giving him
Yo,
random powers at this
oh
point.
my God, bro. Hold on, I gotta hop on Miles Morales comics now. This guy might be a little
What's
OP.
this?
They're
It's
just
not
giving
entirely
him
science
random
fiction.
powers.
Studies have shown that certain species
Oh,
of
it's
spiders,
lagging out
such as
so
the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly.
Wha- That's
Traveling up to hundreds of
Yeah, I already
miles.
know about that.
No pun
I
intended.
learned that from watching that show.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts.
I
He
mean, all
survived
Spidey
all sorts of
Spider-Man
beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, gee, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast
Oh,
that
yeah.
would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes, too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team
Oh.
of teenage superheroes with the
Spider-Man
likes of
is in-
Miss Marvel and
What?
Ironheart.
Not
The
No,
king of
Avengers.
Wakanda
Yes, he is
himself
Wakanda,
even
yes, he
suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff
Oh.
is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed,
No,
and making him a
Super
whole lot zappier.
Super
It's your
Saiyan.
classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities,
Wait,
Miles
what?
a weeb and has a thing for
Oh.
mimicking some favorites.
Despite his
Oh,
initial
so I guess he
insecurities,
does like
Miles
Naruto.
has more
It is
than
canon.
managed to live up to his predecessor. No longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up and he was sent to the main 616
Yeah.
timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the
In the movie, I
multiverse.
There's anime spider people,
He blew up a
robot
giant
spider
Sibilo
people,
dragon.
dinosaur
It
spider
was
people,
chicken from
spider
Dino-
spider
Dino-
people,
Dino-
a whole lot of them,
Dino-
each with their own way of getting the
Dino-
job
Dino-
done.
Universal
Miles even
Monsters.
led him
Oh,
into
frick, I didn't
battle
read
against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what
Oh,
Stan
yeah.
Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Alright, now we're gonna go on Deku.
But what is a hero?
Wait, is there
To
spoilers?
the citizens of Japan, there was no one more
It contains spoilers for the ending. Oh, guys, that's your spoiler alert. If you look in the top right, it says that. I'm gonna keep watching though.
synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace.
Well, he's not done
The
yet.
big numero uno with a smile on his
I
guess
face.
I'm
He
gonna
can
have to
save
suffer.
anyone and
How's the
win any
spoilers for
fight,
the
no matter what.
They're gonna
Or so
for
it
the
seemed.
manga, yeah.
After-
The manga's finished, I think.
After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured.
Yeah.
His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolve to have their own individual superpowers.
Yes,
or
that's what I was talking about,
quirks.
quirks.
But not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like
So just saying, I hope they explain how quirks work, because I always questioned it. Because I'm like, how can you, like, because you think quirks were like evolution, right? Someone's like evolution. But then they disregard this in an episode where Shigaraki literally is like, oh, no, not an evolution, adaptation and evolution type, right? But then they fully disregard that in one of the episodes where with Shigaraki in it, where Shigaraki's able to grow more body parts and more limbs and stuff, and it's like, oh no, it's not adaptation, it's like evolution or some crap like that. And then,
It's literally just superpowers. Get it through your brain.
but it doesn't make sense. Like a guy, because
A bunch of superpowers don't make sense.
You don't even watch the show, so why don't you shut your mouth?
I do.
No, you don't. But what's it called? The one guy, the guy who could erase quirks, somehow didn't work on Shigaraki. So I'm sitting here like thinking, like, how does that make sense then? And I guess when you think about it, it didn't make sense when a guy could steal your quirk neither. But I guess like it could de-evolve you or something, right? And it's not like this show has magic or anything. So like, I just want to know how these quirks work. But I'm guessing, I hope they explain it, because I like scientifically it doesn't make sense in my mind.
But Spider.
this kid named Izuku Midoriya.
Kind of makes more
or
sense.
as local
Spider-Man's power is more like,
He gets bit by a radioactive spider and he gets powers.
actually, yeah, the spider caused his body to mutate. So yeah, it kind of makes, like, the way I was thinking of the quirks is like how mutants got their powers. Like, it's like an evolution. It's like that's how the mutants work. Like their powers are evolution type. Like that's why you can't get rid of their quirks unless, like, that's why their body changes due to quirk.
Like Static Shock.
And then I thought it was gonna be like that because of Bakugo's. Because Bakugo's like, oh, I make nitroglycerin in my body and I leak, it doesn't make much sense. But you think, oh yeah, somewhere in his body he creates nitroglycerin and he can leak it as sweat. And it's like, oh, okay, like, kind of makes sense scientifically. I think that kind of makes sense. Like, I don't know.
Bully Bakugo like to call him the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All
15.
Might, but even his
He
idol
turns
told him
24 in
that
the
he
show.
would
How
have
long
to
does it
give
go?
up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his
Oh, you
Sigma
know one of them.
quirk until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, one for all. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific U.S. locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One For All is the ultimate in strength enhancing.
Oh yeah, guys, one time I saw Quicksilver do exactly that. Like, Quicksilver in the Quicksilver Wanda comic, Quicksilver did this and it messed up his finger. I'm like, yo, he's just copying Deku at this point.
Quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though.
Yeah.
Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One For All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One For All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
I don't know why people hate on him so much. Like, he's actually
He acts like a little girl, but like, he acts like he cries so much.
But if you put yourself in his shoes, of course you're gonna act like that. You're a 16-year-old boy fighting villains on a daily. You literally break your bones every time you fight, and then like, you don't watch it, so you don't understand. But the main reason people dog on him is because of the fan base. Like, most of the fan base, I guess, supposedly is trash. I don't know about that though. I don't know why.
Style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One For All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One For All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One For All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All For One.
You only watched like the first like, what, you only watched like the first like 5 episodes and you remember all this?
I watched like 2 seasons of it.
No, oh, you watched it without me?
I always been doing that.
Oh, I didn't know that, my man. You just like never, I thought you just stopped watching it at some point. There it is.
Gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles.
I'm not gonna lie, Blackbeard's probably like better than
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm.
Oh yeah, remember that Batman vs Spider-Man? See, they both have their own Spidey sense, so who's gonna get carried?
Bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats.
Because his Spidey sense is a little different.
Smoke screen lets him
create
a smoke screen.
Stuff, yeah.
But he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smoke screen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin.
No, Fajin was cool. I'm sitting here like, no, because I love kinetic energy and science. Like, it's just something so cool and like such a cool thing. I don't know how to explain it, but like, and I'm like, yo, see, I love the powers in my MHA where I love powers when they actually get scientific with it and actually like scientifically make sense. Like Fajin was like, oh, he builds up kinetic energy and it makes it so his body can store potential energy and release that energy. And I'm like, yo, that's low-key actually pretty cool.
My God, shut up.
Like I said, I love scientific abilities. I mean, I love it when it's scientifically accurate and stuff. Like, I know it's not fully accurate probably, but it's still pretty like.
Shut up, nerd.
Building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think I'm in
Yeah, but
love.
that's not
Nagant's bullet
strong
once
enough,
crossed a
though,
distance of
compared
around
to-
215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound. And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki
Oh,
couldn't
man,
track him.
that-
And this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating him, though. He's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku. So he left UA to fight this war alone.
Vigilante
But
Deku.
alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from
That's the
nothing,
best
his
suit in my
admiration
opinion.
for his
Vigilante
peers
Deku's like
gave
the
him
peak
strength,
suit. Y'all can't
just
even
as
tell me
they
that go
admired
hard.
his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Although he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work.
It said there's gonna be spoilers.
I didn't even know that. I could have waited for the yo. I did not. I'm gonna hope I forget that
It
later.
said spoilers.
I know. I just didn't think it was gonna spoil it that hard. I didn't know he'd lose his powers. I didn't know he finally. I mean, we also knew he was gonna defeat One For All. All For
Wait, but
One,
he lost
but I
his
didn't know
powers?
he knew. I didn't think he lost his powers though.
He lost his powers.
Getting a regular
I didn't
9
lose
to
his
5 as a teacher,
That sucks.
passing on his
There's no
knowledge
show.
to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say
Oh, he probably passed
peaked
on the
in
power
high
lost
school.
like how All Might
If
lost.
not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the
So he got the armor like how All Might got his armor.
rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we
All
keep
right.
reaching out our hands to
That's
help
good
those
enough,
in
I
need,
guess.
everyone can be a hero.
We're doing this like
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin.
Hi,
I know what
Store-Bought
you're
Benjamin.
asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
Dummy thick.
Yes, that's
Death
our
Battle
mechanical menace
stuff?
Mecha Goose pulling down the trunks of poor Dummy. Our new summer line of merch is available now on deathbattle.gg for a limited time. Website members can even get this in a unique color scheme. And there's a hat. I like the hat. I know what
The
else
hat,
you're
I like the
asking.
hat, too.
Benjamin, why did Wiz build robot butt cheeks on Dummy? I don't know. Get your cheeks at www.deathbattle.gg.
Bye, Store-Bought Benjamin.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
I remember the last time
It's
Deku
time
lost
for
that
a
was
death
like,
Yeah, they're making me jump force, bro. I'd actually buy that. Ooh, hold up. This is beat. Oh wait. Before this starts, who you think gonna win?
honestly, I feel like I don't know how Spider-Man's gonna win, but they're gonna make Spider-Man.
So they got
win
Spider-Man
with the powers.
powers. Spider-Man has webs. Spider-Man has the Spidey sense. He has electricity.
He can see through walls.
Yeah, and stuff. He could that's basically
He can
just.
make a sword.
I don't think they're gonna use all that though. That's like other electricity.
He can shoot out.
Deku. Okay, so we got
He can
that.
turn invisible.
Now let's go over Deku's. Deku has the Fajin, so he has the black whip basically, which is the same thing as webs, right? But better. He doesn't have like anything to counteract that electricity though. But he can move fast, but Spider-Man can go on for longer when you really think about it, because Deku, like, he has limits to how much he can use.
I think Deku would win, but I think somehow
Deku's stronger, but if he like pushes himself too hard, he could hurt himself.
Like that's what happened last time battle. Like he used it
I
too
feel like
hard,
Deku has a better chance when it comes to speed.
and then he hurt himself because like he did one for all, like 100%
And
in his arm.
he has Fajin and all that stuff. So, Jay, can you close the door? But he has let me think. But he has the powers and stuff. And he has the kinetic energy. Alright, close the door. Come on. But he has the kinetic energy and stuff, right? I'm thinking Deku.
Yeah,
Just because Deku's stronger. I feel like Deku's gonna be stronger.
Yeah, Deku's like I want Deku to win, but somehow I know somehow they're gonna make Spider-Man Miles.
I think Deku. Well, who do you think's gonna win?
Deku.
Yeah, I'm thinking Deku just cause.
Like they're just gonna make him.
Because Deku has greater speed and greater strength. I feel like in a way.
Yeah,
Even though Miles is
have
pretty strong,
knowledge.
Miles just has more abilities. I'm probably running on the wrong side.
Whoa, I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson, don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware! Smash!
Wait, you need to go hard.
Let's try that one more time.
I forgot about the vibranium suit. I forgot about Miles might win. Miles might win now. I just forgot about that.
Guess who?
That's how Spider-Man wins.
Bro, the suit's gonna carry you. Oh, and I forgot about smoke screen though. Wait, no, Miles has that win for everything. Yeah, Deku has to build up though.
Man, I like that.
Now Miles might
I'm
win.
voting underdog. I'm voting underdog. Deku. Oh, he broke it. Like I said, that he's strong. He has to train more. Hold up. Yo.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out.
And yeah, Black Chain's stronger too. Think about it.
I always do my best.
Yeah, Deku's winning.
Yeah, Deku might win. I feel like somehow
That gives me the video game vibe, bro. Bro, Dead Battle has to make a video game, bro. Think about how fire it would be.
They don't know how to code. I'll be fine. They don't know how to code.
You probably can hire people. Well, look. They'd probably be better than Jump Force. Anime versus, like, comics would be crazy. I would like
Why don't people make manga against? Like, why don't people say about manga and?
that's what they
Sarah was right. Your quirk is amazing.
It's not a quirk.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, yo. Amazing's my buddy.
Mecha Break is now available with Google Play Games on PC. Become the ultimate.
I'm the ultimate Spider-Man.
Shock absorption, not nullification. So it's got a limit.
Oh, he popped gear shit. Okay, what is he doing? Was that a black whip or something? Or, like, was that a part of the float point? He said some type of thing. No, get this off my screen.
That reminds me of One Punch Man when he like hits someone.
Deku, break your arm. Can he absorb it?
They just started fighting for no reason.
No. Alright. That music is hitting. Spider-Man, you really are.
You really are
He's gonna say amazing ultimate.
the ultimate.
I like how they didn't
Vaya
kill
con
him.
Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about
That
their
was a masterpiece.
superpowers, which
That was a masterpiece, guys. That was actually a masterpiece. People were not joking when they said they were working hard on it. Oh my gosh, that was so cinematic. How long was that? Like 5 minutes? Yo, oh my gosh, that felt perfected. That felt so well rounded. Oh my gosh, like we all knew it was so close to. We all knew Miles was gonna win, but you know I had to go for Deku. I even said Deku was the underdog. So like
I like how they didn't kill Deku because I don't think Deku would like die from that. I think like he wouldn't die from that though. I like how they didn't kill him.
Yeah, I think
Like
that's
they
nice.
did last time.
Right.
Surprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for Danger Sense
Oh, I
to
forgot
detect
about the
when he
invisibility
wasn't
too.
attacking. while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku, though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to
like I was saying, like Deku has, I feel like I was saying Deku has speed and like more mobility. This is what I was thinking.
Gear shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from gear shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an
But
opponent's
Miles has
abilities
more-
and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers
More
and
skill.
fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One For All is all about.
When Deku defeated All For One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all.
Oh,
So
yeah,
the question
yeah.
wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku
Wait,
could dish
Deku
out.
won.
He won? Wait, Spider-Man died?
Oh, Spider-Man probably blew himself up. That's what it was showing. That's how Deku got up.
Oh,
That's
like,
why I didn't show Miles. Miles blew himself. I guess right. Oh my gosh, that caught me. Really thought so. Miles won. I mean, Miles lost.
like
Miles lost.
I
guess
thought both of them survived because like
I thought they
saw
both
it.
survived, but when you think about it, Miles did blow himself up,
And Deku could probably
and
withstand that.
Deku still got up. So I was so confused. Like, they're talking about raw strength. Now I'm like, Deku has more raw strength. So I'm like, how did Miles win? And then now I'm realizing, yo, oh my gosh, y'all, that was a trip.
This superpower battle, it was
I hope you guys enjoyed that
I mean,
video.
let finish this impressive
Izuku's
video.
overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
The winner is Deku.
Next time on...
My gosh. Wait, what's the next one? What's the next one? Who's that? Godzilla? Godzilla versus Hulk?
That sounds fire.
That sounds crazy.
Do you know they already did a Godzilla death battle?
Yeah, I think so.
I saw it.
But, well, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys want to see some more, make sure to click that subscribe. And make sure to turn on notifications so you guys can catch the next one. You guys stay safe out there. Remember, Jesus loves y'all. Peace.
That was fire.